make sure you like, comment, and subscribe when you enter this live chat. And y'all, I just want to tell you all like the blessings and the joy and amount of fulfillment, the amount of peace, the amount of success that you're about to experience in this October is gonna be like no other. You know, you might have been a person that has been waiting on God to finally have your fruit. I mean, to finally have your tree bear fruit. This is the season. This is the season where you start to receive all that God has for you. It's a season of newness, a season of abundance, a season of grace. God is about to really apply that favor to your life. You're about to experience favor like no other. God is about to truly change your life. It's gonna be some, like I was telling y'all the other day, it's gonna be some doors closing, and you're happy about these doors closing because when doors close, the right doors are opening. Right, it's time for you to truly reinvent yourself, to reintroduce yourself as the person that God has called you to be. It's time to fully embody all this greatness that God has inside of you. It's time for you to let that greatness out. It's time for you to show it. It's time for you to truly embody who God has called you to be. God is going to show out for you. Are you ready to receive these divine blessings? Are you ready to walk in what God has for you? Are you ready for God to next level you? Are you ready for all that you have been asking for? The wait is over. I declare and decree that October is going to be a month of fulfillment, a month of ease, a month where you finally start to reap the rewards of your labor. I sell your labor of your labor, a month where you finally have a sense of peace in your life. Like it's a month of truly embodying all that God has called you to do, truly walking your purpose and doing what God has for you. It's time for you to truly, really get up and claim power over your life. It's time for you to stop. Of course, your life will change. Of course, if you're doing the things that that God is calling you to do each and every day, you're being persistent at your dreams and goals, of course your life will change. The things that you do on a consistent basis will determine your quality of life. Like, are you getting up each and every day and really embodying who God has called you to be? Are you living purpose-filled life? Are you getting up and being consistent? Are you keeping the promises to yourself? If you tell yourself you're going to do something each and every day that's going to bring you closer to your goals, that's going to bring you closer to your vision, as long as you do those things, yes, your life will change. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to reinvent yourself. You have the power to call about the things that aren't as though they are. So meaning you can speak these things into your life and they will make manifest, meaning they will happen. Just call it into your life. You have the power to change your situation. You're not stuck. Whatever you're facing in life, you have 100% chance of experiencing better. As long as you're alive, you have a great chance at changing your life. Like as long as you're living and focused on better, you can experience these new beginnings. You can experience a greater quality of living, a greater quality of life. You can't just dwell on the bad news that you got. What's your name? You have a long name. But you can't dwell on the bad news. You have to focus on what you can do to uplift your spirit. As long as you're feeding your spirit and focusing on the positive, yes, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna just call you Brun. I pray that Brun is experiencing better health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and he stops dealing and experiencing the anxiety of what the doctor told him, that you finally start experiencing a sense of ease. And I declare and decree that this ease leaves your body and you reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself, because God has the last say so in our lives. Like whatever somebody tells you, that's not the final say so. The final say so is straight from God. Wait, hold on. It's time to move forward in life. It's time to release, let go, and really walk in what God has called you to do. And focus more on yourself, focus more on growing, focus more on your progress, focus more on letting go of the things that no longer serve you. It's time to truly just embody greatness, truly embody what God has called you to do, what God has called you to be, and just receive blessings. It's time for you to start expecting more and actually receiving more out of life, because when you have a heart that's open and ready to receive blessings, you attract better. It's time for you to experiencing a better quality of living, a better quality of life. It's time for you to improve your mental health, your physical health, your overall well-being. Let's see. Yeah, it's time to just stop experiencing um being in that mindset of focusing on what has happened to you. You have to focus on the things that you can change. You can change. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to change your situation. You have the power to move. You have the power to reinvent yourself. You have the power to experience the newness of life. As long as you're well, you have the power to change. You have the power to see things differently. You have the power to change your mindset. When you change your mindset and shift your paradigm, you really change your life. When you decide to wake up and to be focused on being your best version of yourself, and you truly embody that each and every, you have no choice but to experience a better version of life, right? When you wake up, whatever you're focusing on a day-to-day basis is what your life will look like. So are you focusing every day on having a better life? Are you focusing every day, or are you dwelling on what happened to you in the past? It's time to fully move on and let go and release the pain of yesterday and walk in the doors opening of October. Like this month is really going to be a month of prosperity, of joy, of new opportunities to just have a better life, better experience, have a better quality of living. Because there's a lot of our goals is just to have a better quality of life, right? So I encourage you to get up each and every day and praise God, and then start working on yourself, your goals, what's important to you, working on your business, working on your mindset. Because if you have a good mindset, you're focused on prosperity, you're focused on blessing, you focus on what's to, you're not focused on what happened in the past, you're focused on moving forward, not focusing on the stagnant things. You cannot remain stagnant in life. You have to always keep going and stay focused on your plan. As long as you have a plan and you just focus on that plan, you can achieve your goals. Like, what's your plan for your life? Do you have any plans for October? Do you have any plans for November, December? Like, what's your plans for these next 3 months? Like, where do you see yourself at the end of this year? Like, do you see yourself having more, being more, achieving more, being in a better health, having a better quality of living, having a better environment, having a better car, making more sales in your business? Like, what do you see yourself doing at the end of this year? Like, what goals do you have set? Also, are you working each and every day on your relationship with God? Are you working on your relationship with yourself? Because if you're not keeping the promises that you make with yourself, how can you have a good relationship with yourself? Like, the relationship you have with God and yourself are the most important relationships you have in life, right? And everything else comes after that. So, you just have to keep your mindset on better, on knowing that you deserve better, on knowing that blessings are ahead. Like, your best days haven't happened yet. Your best days are happening now and in the future. Like, that's where your best days are. So I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's hit 3K. I'm ready to hit 3K. Let me see when I want to hit 3K. Really soon, because I think I have almost 2,800 subscribers. Y'all, it's time to truly just walk in all that God has called you to do, and stop being scared to make a change. Like, in life, you have to be willing and ready to make changes at any given time. Like, when God says it's time, we have to go. We have to be ready to experience these blessings, be ready to experience these changes, because changes are blessings. When God gives us an opportunity to change anything in our life, that is a blessing. So yes, you have to have courage to get to the next level, to get anything out of life. You get scared. Like, you have to just put yourself out there to receive. Like, if you're just hiding and running away from life, how can you ever have anything great? So it's time to truly get determined to change your situation. I truly feel like the month of I said a month. I was about to say the month of opportunity. Well, we gonna call it that. The month October is the month of opportunity. You have a massive opportunity to shift your reality this month. Like, I truly feel like this is a month where things are gonna happen for you, where you're gonna experience better. It's time to experience the goodness of God. Like, God has so many plans for you, and it's just time for you to just get it. But you're not gonna get it just sitting there dwelling on the past. Like, you have to do something in order to get the great things that God has for you. Like, what are you doing on a day-to-day basis? Are you focused on achieving more? Are you focused on the promises God has for you? Like, God has great things ready, just waiting for you to just do the work. Like, you have to put forth the effort in order to get what God has for you. You can't just sit there and think like, oh, just because blase blase, God is this. No. You don't get a reward just for being, you know? So you have to put forth some type of effort to get what you want out of life, because you cannot depend on anybody in this lifetime. God is blessing us. Let's see. God is blessing us with more and more in life. Yeah. But anyways, let's get a lot off of that. But it's a lot of, like, the enemy just wants to just trick you. Like, a lot of times when I get on this live, it's so much chaos going on in the comments. Y'all be blocking left and right. Y'all don't even be knowing. I just be blocking. But it's time for you to experience fresh starts. It's time for you to experience a life of fulfillments. And when I say fulfillment, meaning like you, a sense of accomplishment, like that you feel like you're having progress in life. Because who wants to be stagnant, And you have to celebrate yourself for anything that you're accomplishing. For anything, you have to celebrate yourself, because if you're not willing to celebrate yourself, who's going to celebrate you? The way you treat yourself is a direct reflection of how the world is going to treat you, honestly. So the way you speak to yourself is the way the world is going to speak to you. The way you treat yourself is the way the world is going to treat you. The way you treat yourself is the way people will treat you. Seriously. If you respect yourself and you just are focused and determined, and that will reflect in your overall appearance, the way you present yourself, the way you speak, the way you do things. Because the way you do anything is the way you do everything, right? Y'all, make sure y'all are subscribing, and y'all stay right here. I'm about to go see how many subscribers I got right now. Stay right here. I'm coming right back. anyways, but y'all, I told y'all I was coming right back. But it's a month of new opportunities, new beginnings, fresh starts, and just truly let go as the things that no longer serve you, let them go. And so you can experience more, because if you're holding on to things of the past, how experience all that God has for you? You can't. You cannot experience the blessings, the greatness, and the goodness of God if you're holding on to the past, if you're holding on to hurt and betrayal of things of the past. How can you truly move forward in life? You can't. You can't move forward like this. So I'm encouraging you to fully receive God and allow God to just dwell in God. Don't dwell in anything but God. The Lord is your fortress, and God will make a way out of no way. God will make a way for you to get all that you desire out of life, as long as you're showing up each and every day as the best version of yourself. Just doing something to get you closer towards your dream goals. And in life, you have to be ambitious. You can't wait on nobody. You can't wait on nobody and nothing. Depend on God and self. And y'all, I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later, and know that you have the power to be your best version of yourself. Make sure y'all turn on my post notifications, because I'm gonna be posting a video today all about motivation. And what else? Make sure y'all subscribe right now. And what else I want to say? Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go live again after I post my videos. So probably around in like an hour, I'll make live. I love y'all.